we would see Silver, as well as the Rookie, walking through the snow, heading towards a Eggman base, hidden in the snow. This base is kind of a factory, as Silver says, on the inside of like a massive mountain. As the two would enter up, they see that it's sort of abandoned, as they take out some of the other egg pawns guarding it. The Rookie, however, senses something's up, something a little wrong. He tries to inform Silver, but Silver doesn't buy into it. He ultimately says that there's something in there and they have to stop the factory. And the Rookie agrees. The two of them head on in. However, as Silver looks around, they notice that it's all covered in traps. That something is here. As Silver accidentally presses on a plate, a screen comes down and a message is played. And the message is none other than Dr. Eggman. He tells them that they have failed and that ultimately, Sonic will be his. And that enjoy the company of his ice factory. And that this factory was made for one thing. Not only for building his glorious robots, but also for keeping out intruders. And Silver, as well as the Rookie, duck out of the way as they notice falling icicle shards being generated. As Eggman laughs at this, stating that he generated these icicles to attack anyone who sees fit. So ultimately, they avoid out of the way, and Silver manages to disarm all the traps and take out the Eggman screen. But Eggman leaves one last message. Be careful of my other surprise, while laughing sinisterly. Apologies, I'm not here. As the call ends, the Rookie blows up the machine and walks on in. As they look all around, they notice an old traditional badnik. And Silver looks at it, being that it looks very retro in a way. However, it pulls out a powerful gun. And this badnik, by the way, is the Egg Robo from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The Egg Robo pulls out a device and activates some traps, sending Silver and the Rookie down a trapdoor. The Egg Robo jumps into a massive mech, designed the old Big Arms mech, prepared to battle out the events, to battle out Silver and the Rookie. But this one, by the way, has been added, as not only is it, as Silver can't use his ESP on it, or any of his telekinesis, but it doesn't seem to work on it. The Rookie tries to attack, but it seems to be Wispen-proof as well. But the Rookie gets an idea of luring it out into the cold, and using those icicle shards that Eggman mentioned before. Silver likes that idea, and he distracts him, whereas the Rookie plans to activate the trap. Silver alerts the Egg Robo to their presence and chases, and the Egg Robo follows after them, firing out bombs, missiles, and all sorts in the factory. Even some other badniks come online and begin to attack Silver, who manages to hold them off. While the Rookie, well, he continues to fight off the Egg Robo, who's not having any of this, and contacts more Egg Robos to attack. But the Rookie destroys the communication device before it can send out a signal. The Rookie then jumps over, kicking the Egg Robo to the ground and off the machine. The Egg Robo tries to make a retreat in hopes of signaling Eggman that the resistance has arrived at the base. However, the Rookie manages to fry the Egg Robo's face, melting some of it completely using the Burst Wisp. Or the Burst Wisp, that's what it's called. He then grappling hooks into it, causing it to fall off. However, the Egg Robo appears with its jetpack and fires all around. Despite its eyes not being able to see anything, Silver then picks up a rock or a boulder and chucks it at it, causing it to smack into a wall, completely destroying it once and for all. As the rookie gets up, Silver helps him up and congratulates the rookie on his great work. And he even gives him a fist bump. Following this, Silver is surprised at seeing all of this, but discovers that apparently the Egg Robo, as well as the factory, the factory has already been taken care of. It's been destroyed. But Silver asks who could have done it, when just out of nowhere, as he turns around, he sees a familiar person. This person turns out to be Shadow the Hedgehog. Silver is shocked by this and backs away, preparing to attack. Shadow states he's not here to hurt them. Silver asks why, and Shadow revealed, stating that the rookie has convinced him that maybe perhaps switching sides is right. And he states that he doesn't want anything to do with Eggman's empire anymore. Silver kind of understands Shadow and asks what is he now doing, to which Shadow says he's still working for Eggman, but will offer intel and advice on what Eggman's next move will be for the Resistance. Silver, who's not only glad that Shadow did this, agrees. The three of them then set detonators all around the base and blow it up completely, destroying everything in the site and leaving it essentially abandoned. The inside bits are all abandoned. After that, Silver, as well as the Avatar and Shadow, they go their separate ways, with Silver and the Avatar heading back to base. And it all seemingly goes well. Meanwhile, Eggman and Infinite are all looking a little bit confused as they're up in the sky in the Egg Fleet, as they lost contact with the factory and the Egg Robo who was running the operation. Infinite suspects it was foul play, but Eggman says that the Resistance fell straight into his trap, and that's what he wanted. However, Infinite points out that Shadow wasn't at his normal rendezvous point, but Eggman tells him that he did give Shadow more opportunities in his empire, more areas to see, more areas to be established. However, Infinite would state that perhaps giving people more power in the Empire would cause more broken dysfunction, more people becoming more greedy. But Eggman ultimately tells them that if they do, then he's got backup plans and contingency plans in place for them. We then cut to, of course, another Eggman mining operation in a snowy mountain that seems very well hidden. And here we would see Sonic and Amy investigating the sighting. As they begin to look around on the inside, they would notice all of this base has been completely frozen, but it's seemingly still powered by, well, sunlight, which seems to work quite well, solar energy. However, Amy interrupts Sonic and kind of confesses that when Sonic was in prison, she really missed him, and that it kind of messed with her, that she wasn't able to sleep right at nights as she worried for Sonic. And Sonic tells her that he also did as well, but once they take down Eggman and defeat Infinite, then the world will be safe and they can maybe go on a date. She says very kind of gruffly. Just then, however, a massive explosion ignites as Metal Sonic and Eggman intervene. Ultimately, Sonic is annoyed to see Eggman, But Eggman comments that he apologizes for ruining the good moments. And then he of course tells them that they're prepared, that they have come all this way for nothing. Absolutely nothing. But Sonic denies this, stating that even though they may not have done much, they're going to destroy his base. And Eggman laughs, saying he'd like to see them try, and to test themselves against one of his newest, powerfulest creations. He then sends Metal Sonic onto Amy, who holds off Metal Sonic. As Sonic charges towards Eggman, he then comes face to face with a new Eggman creation, which I'm going to be honest, I had a bit of trouble coming up with a kind of name for this Batnik kind of design. Like, I wanted a new Eggman mech design to appear in this. So this was kind of the idea for the mech in a way. Went for kind of like maybe an egg spider or something, like an arachne egg. The Eggrachnica. Which, yeah, this powerful thing starts firing up missiles and grabbing stuff. And in the boss fight, Sonic would homing attack the arms and then homing attack the Eggmobile out. As the boss fight's all over, Sonic and Amy leave and rendezvous with Silver and the Rookie. After a successful trip, they decide to head back to base to report on what they've discovered and what they've accomplished. They've done a lot. However, back with Eggman, he begins talking to Orbo and Cubot, mentioning that it's time to activate the shields on, well, Eggman Land 2.0, and that to activate the Gaia temples. Which Orbo and Cubot asks if he's sure about that, as it will expose that the Chaos Emeralds are there, which Shadow ultimately suddenly knows about as he hears the events going on. Chaos Emeralds, huh? This shall be good. And the story ends there.